Burgundy.
Lime.
Teal.
Great.
No, we're just kidding. Welcome to 922O'clock, the podcast where we're too unique to be one.
So why not create a fun, fantastic friend group? And by joining in, you are tuning into some toil and trouble and having some double perspective conversations about
I-F-E.
So 922, let's get it! I'm excited about this one.
Introduce yourself, nigga. Hi guys, I'm Letabo.
Hi guys, I'm Eulogium. And today we're talking... What?
Why did you use that name?
I always use that name.
Sorry.
It's my name. I've used it for the past 3 episodes. Letabo doesn't pay attention to me, guys. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. Letabo's attention span. We're talking about substance and substance culture, particularly in our country. Right? And substance can be anything, right? And that includes, okay, we're talking legalized substances that you don't have to go the extra back door to get, and you have to kind of hide and whatever. No, we're talking like legalized substances.
Like alcohol, weed, cigarettes.
Is weed legal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
but
legal,
alcohol.
like, consumption. I don't think.
Yeah.
No, but then there wouldn't be shops like Tree of Life.
Okay, so
those candy.
Oh yeah,
shops.
Punjabi. What it was legalized a couple of years back, wasn't it?
Legal.
Okay.
It's legal.
My anyway, but those are the substances we're talking about, because I always think that those are more dangerous than the ones that
We don't speak about.
or the ones that are not legalized, because although those ones have more like mental detrimental effects when it comes to kind of having access.
Oh, because they're normalized.
They're there. We all do it. Yeah, it's not. You don't have to. Ay, mara ola upila punching ola too much. Nah. Yeah, it's legal. It's right there.
Public habit.
And all of that, exactly. So that's what we're talking about. So how do you feel about the substance culture and all of that in South Africa? Number one, what do you think it's like, and how do you feel about that?
I think, firstly, like addiction of those substances is normalized. Like it's made to seem as if it's normal.
Particularly in South Africa.
Yeah, particularly in our country. Like, drinking every day is normal. Type of vibes. It's made to
A glass of wine a day, medically, something, allegedly, something hot.
When every day is a bottle. Like, it's normalized to have unhealthy habits with those substances, you know, because you can have a healthy relationship with alcohol, weed, cigarettes. I'm unsure, like, what do nicotine is on?
Because that one is habitual,
But
isn't
yeah,
it? It's a
you
habit,
can have healthy relationships with those. In our country, unhealthy is normalized. Whereas if you do it in moderation, that's abnormal.
Oh,
That's my opinion. It's just an opinion. It's not a fact. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
though.
And how do you feel about that? Like, that's the state of the country.
I want to say it's normal because it's what I'm used to.
So you want to prove that?
No, like, I want to say it's normal because it's what I'm used to and what I've been exposed, you know. Obviously, when you look at other countries, you're like, yo, man, or moderate ways. I remember that time I locked down. When they be like them Marianas, yes, and after like those live
Shops were sold out. Yeah.
there was illegal sales of alcohol in the country.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
Shows you what not
Gotta be healthy.
the consumption in it. But also it's stuff like that shows me that as a country we have a unhealthy stance on it. Because when the lockdown happened, some of the GBV statistics went up. Well, they're always going up, but anyway, they went up because people weren't able to drink. People weren't able to numb
The pain.
their thoughts. Therefore,
There's no escape, Papa.
someone else was at the receiving end of the fact that you can't consume the substance. Damn.
That's spicy.
Yeah, the culture's a bit tricky.
I just think it's extremely unhealthy.
Because also there's the side of, but it's fun. You know, there's fun in it.
You can't drink every day for fun.
Listen, we're not saying drink every day for fun.
I'm not for fun anymore. Clamas every day. I'm not for fun.
But what we're saying is like, obviously, alcohol messes with some of your brain hormones and your happy hormones and your fulfilled hormones and all of that, right? So you're doing it to tap into that level hormonally. So it's fun.
But it's unhealthy.
But it's maintaining happiness.
You can't tap into those without that substance.
But it's maintaining happiness.
But you can't, the moment you can't tap into them without a substance, that screams unhealthy. Like red lines. It's
red is my favorite color.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, no.
Because it can't be normal.
What do you mean?
When every day you need a buzz. Nah.
You need a 6-pack. And it's expensive. It's such an expensive.
That alcohol is expensive. And mommy and Nandi type and give.
When I got the type.
Yo, and who's drunk, guys?
It's not her. It's not her. We don't drink.
But everybody has a type. Everybody has their preference. Everybody likes what they like. If you're liking a more expensive thing, you can't downgrade to drinking something you don't. We can't name any labels.
Yeah,
in
we
this
can't.
episode. We cannot. But, you know, if you're used to the higher tax bracket of alcohol, you can't downgrade to
some
the lower one.
Yeah,
now
because
it's
also
become a need.
Yeah.
Not a want.
Yeah.
It's a need.
Yeah.
So,
maybe yeah. Because also your body builds dependence, isn't it, on alcohol
and intolerance, like tolerance.
Tolerance.
So now you need to drink more
to
get drunk.
Aye, that one is not true.
Evan,
those two are not directly proportional.
They're not directly proportional.
I'm telling you now, it's not increased consumption, increased tolerance. I'm telling you now, it's not. There's some people where it's increased consumption, but the tolerance stays between 1 and 2. It doesn't go there or 5 or whatever.
Dude, I promise you, I'm serious.
A while. No, what happens then, right, is your failure almost to recognize your intoxication because you're so used to a certain state. So you think, Velina,
I'm fine.
Kiss up, Mara. My brother, Rawona.
Wow.
Hona libo 2-step nyana. Hona libo ukhuluma ngathi so hlikisasa because so you can't recognize those habits because before I get when you drink 1 or 2 and then your friends would be like, "Ay, now when and you'd be like, and I just said that statement. Oh my gosh, yeah, I am intoxicated. You clock. As time goes, you're like, yeah, Vele is my personality.
That's how
they're gonna say.
That's wild. Nah,
so yeah, you don't
have like a healthy relationship with alcohol.
Yeah, that's
substances
true.
In general. But 3 joints a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're home. Guys, shame, man.
Meals.
It's a habit. Like,
yeah,
it's just a habit. And I'm not judging you for it. But I'm seeing it from the outside. Remember, I don't have that habit. When you do it, I'm like, oh, that's a bit excessive. For you, it's normal.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when people tolerance doesn't increase because you think that this is now normal. Yes. This is now the state I exist at. Therefore, I must go higher. But everyone else around you is like, going,
this is.
Why does he keep doing this? Because every day like even though when you think it's 2 drinks, now I'm at my right? Now whereas before it was it's 2 drinks, I'm intoxicated, I'm blacked out. Now it's 2 drinks, I'm at my norm. But now you're at your norm, but now you must increase and you want to tap into more. You want to tap into intoxicated, into that you keep adding the steps. The steps don't exist in the outside world that you're trying to climb. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And we're not honest about it.
So, and I just feel like so.
Oh, Chummy, you're only fun when you've had 2 drinks. No. Like, it's like she's not okay. She's intoxicated. Your friend who's suddenly funny is not funny. She doesn't have that sensor anymore, which is because she's intoxicated.
That is hectic, chat, man.
You're my favorite person when you're drunk.
This is because I say yes to everything.
Exactly. So now you're not at your norm. You're not conscious. You're not thinking. Well, you are thinking, but your thoughts are a bit blurry. They're a bit distorted.
That is so hectic, guys. Like, actually.
If you think about it, tolerance, right, is nothing more than kind of the behaviors I would exhibit when I'm sober while intoxicated. And tolerance, I think, for people who drink whatever. Just like how you and I can work together. I might not like you and I'll tolerate you because I'll see your habits and be like, yeah, these are her habits, whatever. So tolerance is nothing more than, okay, I'm consuming this substance. It's going to make me feel 1, 2, 3. Therefore, how do I deal with these symptoms and prolong them? Does that make sense?
Wild.
So if I tolerate you and we talk whatever, the day you start talking for 30 minutes, I'm like, hey.
After a while, it's like,
So what I'll do is I'll prolong our conversation. Like, I'll take time to make sure we conversate. I'll keep, we'll talk later. Yeah, we'll do this. I prolong that conversation so that conversation can happen in a later stage. And then when it does happen,
I'm ready for
it. I'm ready for it as well. You're ready for it. There's 30 minutes I can go. Now you think, yeah, and I spoke to her all day. Every time you were bumping into me, I was saying, yeah, we'll talk later. Yeah, we'll talk later. So tolerance is just doing that. It's pushing those symptoms further. So you see people who say they've got like tolerance. They've got tolerance. Half in the middle of the night, they know they'll start drinking water. Not because they know, it's because they know those symptoms are coming. So they'd rather
drink water to hlehlisa nyala, which I will never understand. Someone has to explain to me what's the point of drinking water when you drink alcohol. Because it doesn't help you. You don't feel sober-minded. They're just trying to flush your system. It's not working because everything is blurry. Like, it's not working.
you're trying to level out. You're trying to balance.
You can't. Because alcohol, when you consume alcohol, in terms of your metabolism, it is the first thing that gets absorbed.
Yeah.
If you're trying to counteract that, then you must drink a bottle of water, drink a glass, a bottle of water, a glass, a bottle of water, a glass. So by the time the alcohol is absorbed, you can drink.
But you know how long water takes to absorb in the body?
So why not you drank a whole bottle of wine and to drink a glass of water at the end
to like, balance?
And at time, all that alcohol that you consume has still not yet all been absorbed.
Yeah, you've just been adding on to it.
Half. Now the other half. Your water, you absorb your roommates, Papa. That's when your water will get absorbed. As of before that, guys, don't shoot yourself.
Yeah, we're about to get cancelled because
it's a lie.
Oh my word.
Like, it's a myth, though, and people must be honest.
But I don't know.
Like, you fool yourself into thinking you're feeling
exactly what alcoholism does. Like, it's exactly what those habits do. Ay, scantuar.
Scantuar la mkwisa.
Ikono tome.
Aruisi wa ikwe. Nebla nersa tsama motho ba. Go morawa.
Bona motho fusha ke moya man.
It's not funny to put those stuff. We're talking about substance abuse.
We're not talking about substance abuse. We're talking about substances in general. And you need to understand substances for what they are to consume
what they do to your brain and your body.
Yes. Yes.
To understand how to counteract it. If you're ever in a situation where you need to counteract it, how?
Yeah.
What do you do? You get what I mean? But other than that, don't one thing works for one person because they know
their body.
It won't work.
Yeah.
Your hangover method won't work for me. Jadi chili si dining. It might not work for me because I don't eat those things in general. They're gonna make me sick. You get what I mean? Like, know your body. You're putting this thing into your body.
Know what you're putting in your body.
Yeah. And what it's gonna do.
Yeah. It's like how some people, like, when they smoke, it's like some get the munchies, some don't. Some have don't. Paranoia, some don't. Some have super intelligence. Hey. Some just sleep. Kuning. Those are also stereotypical examples. We don't know. I don't know.
But it's things we see.
Yeah, like habits we've observed.
People around us, social media.
Like, for me, yeah.
Everything for everyone is just different.
Yeah, yeah. Because also that's the same reason why some people cry when they're intoxicated and others are just loud. Like, it's because you know your body and you know what parts of you need triggering. And
if you cry, please drink at home. You know what, guys? Like, respectfully, you put yourself in a really messed up
situation. Right? Yeah.
You're crying about things nobody knows about. And because you're intoxicated, you're going to start speaking. You're going to
tell people secrets.
Club. Who the hell? What happened? We're in the club to listen to music, my boy. We're here for the vibe.
You're going to tell us what malumu.
So now we want to go home.
Hey, because what do you mean?
We can't enjoy our night. We want to go home because hey, this guy can't. Or why don't Ghana price or chapes? Like those things, we don't do that. Like, nah, guys, you really need to know the type of person you are with your drug.
What the heck is a Ghana presser?
You like shooting people, huh? You're trigger happy when you're drunk.
What?
For real, like you're trigger happy when you're drunk. Do you get what I mean? You need to listen to other people when they tell you, but when you're drunk, you're X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, because they've experienced. But also, they must be sober.
Exactly. Like, obviously, if we're all drunk together, I can't give you advice. You're drunk. I show me what
Let them know.
If someone sober-minded comes and tells you, like, hey, when you're drunk, you swear at people.
These behaviors.
When you're drunk, you're mean to people. When you're drunk, you want to hit people. When you're drunk, you want to do X, Y, Z. Take into time to focus on those things. And go into spaces where you know if you're intoxicated,
someone can hold
you accountable and pull you out. And also, if it's a destructive habit, stop it. Like, you can see when alcohol is not your thing, weed is not your thing, you can't handle it. You can't have a healthy relationship with it either.
Yeah.
Then just,
if you can't keep the reins going,
exactly, like just stop it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Sorry. Sorry.
What was the question? Oh, consumption culture and substance culture in South Africa. Yeah, I genuinely agree with you. I think it is a bit dangerous. It's getting more dangerous younger, in a way.
Exactly. Like, people are
consuming alcohol
at younger ages.
Which, if you're sound, like, the age of consent in South Africa is 16, right? No, that's the legal drinking age. Okay, the age of consent is 16, right? I think it's 16. If you're able to make sound decisions and you decide that you're informed enough to consume this thing, I guess that's you. However, there's so many sources and so many things that you've got to read up on to fully understand what alcohol does, what it's doing to you. There's no person in the medical profession that sees alcohol as a good thing. There's no person.
You're the one saying a glass of wine hurt.
No. Some of the bacteria in the wine or whatever and fermentation. But the alcohol part, the methanol, ethanol part, that part of that formula is so destructive to your body. It's not even funny. And we think like, oh, this is not that bad, blah, 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 blah. They told us hand sanitizer is about 98% alcohol, right? Listen, hand sanitizer is about 98% alcohol. They told us don't drink hand sanitizer. when you drink your bottle of 47%, that's only half of that. We're not talking a quarter, whatever. That's only half. And if we look at that in a ratio, like half is not that far away from that digit.
Yeah.
Like, and even if some of them body 47, it's closer to 90 hand sanitizer than it is to 0%.
You're fine, Sada.
For me, like the lack of information around alcohol.
But the lack of just alcohol, like
any substance,
weed, cigarettes and stuff.
Right. And like the lack of information around that and how quickly we come to consume it because we look up to certain people.
To certain things.
That culture for me is very dangerous, right? I'm not saying I'll never open like, a 922 vodka or whatever. But I know that if we have a young audience,
you wouldn't want to promote alcohol.
I wouldn't want to promote that because I'm like, vele. My audience is 18, 16, whatever. If I'm encouraging them at that age to make that decision based on it's so-and-so's brand, then I might be misleading them. And I know it's great money and I know people say it's fun and, whatever. Like, all of that stuff, great packaging, but it's the tip of the iceberg. You need to have this entire...
you need to deal with the complications. Where it can go, how it can be.
Exactly. And what you're saying about healthy relationships, right? If you can have like a bit of alcohol and then not drink for the rest of the night, even though you guys are going out at 2 a.m. or whatever. What I mean, balancing.
Like, okay, I'll do like 2 shots, but
I don't feel like drinking today, so I'm not obliged to do it. You know, all of those things, like that balance of, I know myself, today I don't feel like, what word?
I
bread, like any coolers, spritzers, whatever with bubbles, and you're like, today I feel like a glass of wine, right? You know that it's 1 glass of wine, and because you've set that boundary with yourself, you're not gonna now it's a bender.
Glass of wine.
Now it's a bender. When I got the shuttle clock, what. Do you understand? Because you have such a healthy and honest relationship with yourself and the substance. Like people who are like, you like, Chomi, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. We were hanging out.
Roger ice cream.
Why? Like, what do you mean? Why are we not drinking? Do you only find me fun when you're intoxicated?
I get you.
You've got to start investigating some relationships.
There's activities outside of being drunk.
Exactly. And if you only think you can have fun while intoxicated, then it's time to kind of clock back. And that's kind of the associations we have. I love the concept of a sip and paint, right? It's so cute. But when I paint, you can't paint without the alcohol. Do you understand that type of...
But it's not a sip and paint. You're just painting.
Yeah, but your association in your head... I'm not painting.
Sip water.
Yeah,
sip a Coke.
We need to sip a percentage. Do you understand those dynamics?
I get you. Like you start linking certain things to alcoholic beverages.
And it cannot... Now when you can't have... You don't go to kids' parties because now you can't celebrate other people's kids because I can B.O.B. Why? Like, what do you mean? He's turning 1. Of course it's B.O.B.
Like, the owner of the party doesn't consume alcohol either way. So what's the point? You spending your money on
Let's say you're having a 21st or whatever, because we had our 21st and it was non-alcoholic. Now people are like, we can't come, dog. There's no alcohol. So you're not going to be able to celebrate me, your friend.
No.
Because there's this and
that celebration is linked to alcohol. Exactly. So that association tells them, like, mentally, one cannot occur without the other.
Exactly. And that's why people, it's a the private wedding, it's a the budget, go to barring. Because hey, we want that, especially with, you know how in Black Fridge there's that fridge that locks
and has a key
and it comes with its on wheels. We want that filled with alcohol. So I would trick. And you know, some people are gonna argue, but it's in our culture, right? We all do like hundua storm, combo tea, all of those things. Just yeah, Nesawi.
Never you don't
Never
know
saw it.
and about you take a sip, is it more really?
But some cultures, right? Like I know the Xhosa culture has like a bit more consumption of that. But even that, giddy, one sip,
One talk.
or like we drink or whatever and stuff. But now
that's a cultural practice. That's once in a while, though.
exactly, because you're not having cultural practices every weekend.
Yo, shame, man. What a shame.
It's a lot. Anyway, today we're playing good or not so good. Not because these things are good or not so good, but because do we think they're good and we stand them, or not so good? And we're going to talk about it. So you pick something and then you're going to say, yeah, as it rolls.
Cocktail girls' nights. Oh, at the club they have
no,
a girl.
not only. No, that's a different thing. But
geography patient.
You know those tray where there's 6 of us, right?
Everybody makes a cocktail
based on either what your ex is like, or what job you do, or what's your favorite color. So if my favorite color is pink, I bring a pink drink. Yeah,
bombing that person.
Sorry. This is why there's a disclaimer in the beginning of the video. These are just personal opinions. It's not serious.
How do I feel about them?
Yeah, good, not so good.
Good, because it can be a mocktail like, if someone doesn't consume alcohol. Like these things, ne? And this is a once-off thing.
Yeah,
like we're not having this.
Yeah,
every week we pick a theme.
Every week it's something new.
Exactly. It's a once-off. You guys pick a theme just for the vibes and so on. If you guys don't consume alcohol, it can be a mocktail. And also, you're drunk for one day.
Yeah.
Like, once.
Yeah.
And then it's chat. So I'm good.
Yeah. I think it's good in terms of, it can be non-alcoholic, right? There's options. But also in terms of reinforcing you with your community. Because sometimes you feel like there's no time. Just
but make this
one night we were chilling, having some drinks, some platters and whatever. And it's kind of also, they're learning more about you, isn't it? Because if I say now my occupation is this and I have to put it in a cocktail for,
how do you
they're learning kind of my creativity, how I show up in a different way compared to like
how I would show up.
Yeah. So yeah, I stand it.
Boyd, it's cute. Definitely Boyd.
Oh my word. Binge drinking.
No. No.
You must explain.
No. Anything binge. No.
So binging is kind of
when you consume like a lot of alcohol in a short space of time.
Or you go through like a period of somewhat restriction, right? So you'll say, no, I'm not drinking today or tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, you drink like
the entire bottle.
You drink more than Mondays, Tuesdays worth. Like a binge is something where you restrict and then you overconsume and you restrict and you overconsume, and that cycle
No.
You don't say no. It's not good.
That's an unhealthy. Okay. You have an unhealthy relationship with the substance.
Okay, but this triggers a question in me. Binge drinking, groove culture. Do you think one feeds into the other?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It highly does. But then you're binging like every day. The only time you're not binging is when you're not around the environment. Do you get what I mean? You're only restricted, groove culture-wise, you're only restricted when you remove yourself from the location, the situation, or whatever. And then the moment you come back, done.
No way.
Done.
No,
just done.
But do you think, I think, right, they feed into each other more than we want to admit. You know why? Because groove culture doesn't end on a weekend.
It doesn't.
Because
Monday, Tuesday, something,
Wednesday is student night, Thursday is girls' night.
Exactly.
Now you're binging every single day.
That's what I'm telling you now. Like, the only time you're not binging is when you're at work. You're at work. You're at school.
At work for 8 hours when you're hungover.
Exactly.
Like, it's
then after you're going to go back to that same thing. You are just repeating the same thing.
Kuningi, bruv. Anyway,
next one. Multiple times. I have to
pick the one you saw.
I didn't see anything. Coffee cocktails.
Your espresso martinis, your White Russian. I think White Russian is a milk one. No, it's got a bit of coffee in it. Not gonna lie, let's include a Jaeger bomb in there.
Jaeger bomb is not a coffee thing.
But caffeine and alcohol together.
Can Jaeger bomb Jaeger and any caffeine?
Jaeger bomb by Etagang.
Are you talking about the Red Bull or the Jaeger?
Jaeger bomb.
I'm asking, are you talking about the Red Bull or the Jaeger?
I'm talking about the combination of caffeine and alcohol.
Are you talking about the Red Bull or the Jaeger?
Jaeger bomb by Etagang, my sister.
You know, this is a very simple question.
I'm talking about the Red Bull and
Thank you.
And
no,
the
no,
Jaeger.
No, it's fine. Just, are you talking about the Red Bull or the Jaeger? Like, it's really not that.
Have a twin sister, they said. It would be fun, they said.
You didn't have a choice.
They said. What I'm talking about, right, is, I get when you have a Jaeger bomb, it's Red Bull.
I don't know.
We Googled this. We've done research.
Disclaimer, I've seen.
Now you Google. They told you, I'm the researcher. A Jaeger bomb, right, is Red Bull and then the Jägermeister, right? That quick reaction, or simply having Red Bull ka Jaeger, Red Bull ka Hennessy.
If you don't
Red
drink
Bull
it
ka gin.
instantaneously, then it's not a Jaeger bomb. You just dash the drink.
Okay, Itako. But we're talking about the combination of caffeinated products and alcohol.
I think that will depend on what it does to your heart. Because your heart and your mind are going in two different things.
Exactly. So do you stand or not stand?
Oh no, sorry. Is that why I'm having this back and forth? No, I don't stand. Shame. Don't try to get paid.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Right.
But sometimes that's the mixer for that drink. I'm a romantic tonic, sorry.
Okay, so, right. It's been chowing up my mind because I feel like I'm a bit in the middle about it.
Of course, it's got coffee. You're going to be in the middle.
Wow, we'll talk about cooling me out. Anyway, but what I'm talking about, right, is if you're having a long night, right, and let's say
justification if you're having a long night.
Listen, if you're having, let's say, a long night or whatever, and you need caffeine, right?
Yeah, that's gonna guy.
Whatever. My thing is, I'd rather have you have your caffeine separated than combined. Does that make sense? And don't tell me you're takana leg.
No,
don't tell me they're going to meet in the stomach.
You drink your coffee.
Drink
then
your
you
caffeine.
Have a shot.
No, drink your caffeine. Chill. Then you have 10 to 15 minutes until caffeine kicks in. Then, once it's kicked in, start drinking. But that kind of trying to align the intoxication and caffeinated reaction to happen within the same kind of time frame, that for me is a no.
Then it's a no, because these are cocktails.
I don't stand it. It's you going again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really thought I was my turn. I apologize.
See, guys, this is
But
what
to
she
read the
does.
paper.
Even when she still stole food as a child, she'd go twice. You're done.
The paper.
Anyway, brunch dates with bottomless alcohol.
Oh, what a bottomless. In a name of spirit, you will greed. The moment you try the word bottomless, in your mind is how many can I consume? It's not a bottomless, or at least as the peli. No, it's how many can I consume? And the bottomless is on the time frame, okay? I'm not bottomless the whole day. Oh, mama, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours at most. That thing and your mind goes, how many can I consume?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as a buffet. At a buffet, you're not eating because you're hungry. You're eating because you want to eat every single thing.
I see.
That's on the thing. So in your mind, the moment you hear bottomless, greed. How many can I? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, after you get there, you don't even enjoy the drink. When that's how the glass is empty. No, I promise you that's remember in bottomless, that's what they're targeting.
Yeah.
It's easy for the restaurant or the space to make the drink for you without a cost.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount you will pay. Like they'll say bottomless mimosas for $3.50.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
They know that in that $3.50,
you're not
you're not drinking.
You're not drinking that much.
Mimosas.
Yeah.
Your mimosa cost is like 10 rand
to
or
make.
something.
Yeah.
No.
I see. So is you stand or you don't?
I stand for the business. For my personal consumption, I don't stand.
Cool.
You just overconsume. Even if there's no need, like even if you're not on what two,
but that's $3.50.
Exhibit A. Word that. Exhibit A.
I'm just saying, it makes sense.
That's what
like
you play on.
Your math mind starts calculating how many can I consume.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair. Nah. Okay, let me explain. I don't stand. Right? Not purely because of the bottomless part or whatever, but because now your association is with chasing this greed thing. Now you and your girls can't just have brunch. And every time the brunch get me bottomless guy. Like you're now kind of grabbing, you've associated these two things together. You've associated a good time with your friends with overconsumption of alcohol in a short space of time that's allegedly cheaper. So now you so now you don't want to like just go have normal brunch or have like
brunch can go.
Exactly, because when your mind is hey, here brunching bottomless.
One thing.
Not that you will see me at the bottomless brunch, but not an alcoholic bottomless brunch.
I can't believe you typed this. Local is lekker. Supporting local alcohol brands.
You stand or you don't stand? Which one the local? The ones that are made in South Africa.
No, dummy, I know what local means. But which one? Okay, personally, I don't know which ones are local. Like that originated from here and whatever.
It's on the bottom.
Oh, damn. I don't drink alcohol. I would not know.
You don't have to drink alcohol.
But I would support. I really stand supporting my country.
Yeah. I stand. Gingy. Snow DNA, just RSA. Wasn't no RSA. Whatever it is. Yeah. I definitely think it's also more sustainable.
Than buying international
brands. As much as you have to kind of drive the things to thingy, that compared to a ship bringing in alcohol or flying in certain bottles in missions or whatever, it is a bit more sustainable. So I stand. Right? Coffee dates.
You love those.
You know why I put this in? Because coffee is a legalized substance, right?
And it's an addictive.
And the caffeine is one of the most addictive substances in the world.
Shame.
That's the problem. I woke up I'm avoiding the headache. But coffee day.
I'm for them because it's just a nice way to spend quality time with people.
Don't take your caffeine addicted friend
to a coffee date.
Because you know why? You are feeding their addiction.
You're an enabler.
And also, the bottomless coffee. My darling. Hey, Kamisa. Because, I so. So I think that's why I put this in here. Because I was like, we don't recognize caffeine as a substance.
And it is.
But it's one of the biggest out there. And I'll pull myself out. I even drink it in healthier forms. I drink green tea. Still very caffeinated.
Shame. Mocktail day.
Stand.
Wine is not juice.
No, because you can get de-alcoholized or non-alcoholic alcohol brands. But you know why? I stand it for the creativity. Because
that's on the restaurant part though.
On the restaurant, or if you like and I say we're making mocktails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because on the creativity, they might taste similar, but they never really taste the same. And also, they might behave differently with different things. You might be able to mix your bubbles with water, but then you mix it with the non-alcoholic and then it starts splitting there. all of those things. Like, they might behave one way with this and remove that thing and they behave differently. So I fully stand in for the creativity.
I think it's just a good way to spend time.
Stand. We stand long-tail theatre around here. We mentioned this one. Clubs, ladies' night. Stand or don't stand? We don't own the copyright. Letabo, stop saying it.
Firstly, that's what those things are there for.
Really?
Yo, you thought they're giving you free alcohol?
No. I'll explain my stance on it when I talk about it.
Personally, for me, this club-wise, right? Like, if you've ever had a friend or someone who works in the club, they will explain to you why those events are there. They're not there so ladies can get free drinks, feel special, Women's Month, yay. No, there's an intent behind that night. So I'm definitely against them.
Yeah, all right.
Because why was not men's night? No, but why have you ever seen a club?
Isn't it
Men's Monday?
Majita Monday, something like that.
How many times have you seen Majita Monday as compared to ladies'
night on a week? My thing is, right, if you're saying ladies' night, why isn't it just ladies?
Yes, like, why are they men?
Why are they men at ladies' night?
Ladies' night, that's the way no shame.
But that's why I don't stand it. Because if we're doing a ladies' night, I want to feel, this is me with just my girls.
No,
even if
I don't like the intent
behind.
So no. I got this one twice.
What?
This is a bottomless anything.
Oh, but you've said already that, like, because with brunch it's attached with no brunch.
That one doesn't count.
It's because it's greedy. That's why they
but
get
okay,
buffet.
This paper doesn't count.
No, it's fine. Wherever you go. I won't say you're taking it twice.
Shot o'clock. I think, business-wise, it just promotes people to buy shots.
What shot?
Like, if we're saying shot o'clock is, I bet shot o'clock is 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
like,
but
0:00. Then
1 minute. You already shot at 100.
No, already shot at 100. To reka one.
Ay, get out. Nahan. Okay, one. Right, you're saying you buy one. Right. Every shot o'clock. You're there from 9. The club closes at 2. Right? 9 when you arrive. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 5. That's 6 shots. Right? 2 you won't get it because by Val. Like Baluko. That's 5 shots.
Remember, right? Club culture feeds on overconsumption.
Exactly.
They want you to overconsume.
But now, these 5 shots, coupled with whatever you're drinking,
that's what they want. They want you to overconsume. Then remember, when you're intoxicated, you're not in your zone. You don't care about your budget. You don't care about how much money you're spending.
Apple Pay has made it
You don't care about those things. They are tapping into that. You will overconsume. You are guaranteed to overconsume.
I don't stand. It's
not so stand. And a lot of hard.
Anyway, non-alcoholic spirits. So specifically kind of companies that work on creating almost gin replicas. I've never seen non-alcoholic vodka. I've seen non-alcoholic gin. I don't know about non-alcoholic vodka.
Can I tell you what? It's the same thing I was asking about mocktail.
Yeah.
I don't like something that pretends to be something it's not. And I said this in the food episode, but I don't like things that pretend. If you're not drinking alcohol, don't want to drink something like the alcohol without the alcohol.
What about the taste?
Drink something that's similar.
That tastes
in
similar.
Taste.
All right.
But that's not the different version. Like cool shop there to accommodate people who never want to drink in their life but want to have a taste of what alcohol
would taste like
and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I stand. I fully stand.
I think I'll stand them if you're meaning off of drinking. Like you want to stop drinking alcohol, but you still want the taste of
that's
alcoholic
a good way to
beverages. So you kind of just mask
Yeah, must
At least you're
the
getting
craving.
Yeah, the
but
craving,
you must
but
be
not.
it.
Yeah.
I see.
Do you have any? I think one. Do we have one?
Yeah, go for the restaurant.
Clubs without food. You man,
I don't stand. I don't stand.
me home.
Some of us are not there for the drinks.
Besides, we're not there for the drinks, boy. We're chilling there from 9 till 2. No snacking, no nibbling, no the wings, my chips.
What?
No,
And then
shame. Send me
McDonald's
home.
decides that it's closed. I don't support McDonald's. But anyway.
Send me home, and without food. Firstly, I don't drink, right?
Yeah.
I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't smoke honey.
Yeah.
So now I'm chilling there listening to music,
For
drinking
the
Coke.
DJ. You're there for the DJ.
Sha, give me something to snack on. At least. Give me something to snack on.
To eat, yeah.
Something to entice my experience here.
Yeah.
I'm watching people do ridiculous things. Of course, it's funny. Haha, comedy show for free.
And then they also tell you on top of that if they like those.
Once I'm hungry. My nigga.
This is why people fight after proof. We are hungry.
You guys are hungry. And then we say, yeah, he's disrespectful. A small thing, my nigga. You know that if your stomach was full, you are my You're not even paying attention to it. Like, nah, it's like your quotes.
It's Snickers. You're not yourself.
You're not. It's true.
To have you intoxicated on top of that.
And being intoxicated makes you hungry. Like you want to eat. Right? So now imagine then someone steps on your shoe, you're hungry, papa, you're drunk, they step on your shoe.
Yeah.
It's on sight, boy.
And we're not trigger happy.
It's on sight, dog. You're talking to my girl some other way. I'm hungry, you're being disrespectful. It's never gonna work out. Like, it's never gonna work. Some clubs do focus on that, like being spaces for just alcohol consumers, but then you exclude a certain market. Like, that's just not your target market.
Yeah.
You exclude a certain market because you don't cater for them.
True.
Like, I'm not drinking the Coke 6 in one night, gaff. Like, inyaka something.
But you're just something that looks funny, Sanya.
Like, even like the chips. At
least
you know, when I'm pushing, I'm like,
yo, bad.
let me hide. Hey, because wow.
It's deep. Yeah. Nah, I don't stand. Well, I get it in terms of when you have a specific target audience in mind, but also you're feeding people a substance. You know how the substance acts with them. The best thing you can do is sell them best of both worlds. Because what happens now, they're even going to come earlier and leave later so they can eat. And then, but like at 6, no, Chami, we're going for dinner. We start the dinner
and then
start
digress.
9, 10. Order happen my chipsy, all of this. So you add kind of more on your bill and what they eat.
Food.
Hi guys, please.
Rupela DJ. I meet people that is in thing.
I said eating me. You know when DJs I don't know how to DJ, but yeah. Anyway. So we're talking alcohol, all of that, and this is specific to alcohol, but there's some symptoms of alcohol use disorder and also alcoholism, right? And these are from the Alcohol Rehab Guide and Mayo Clinic. You can just Google them. But we're going to list them, like each of us are going to say one. And then we're going to talk about if we noticed any of these. Hypothetically, what would we do? Hypothetical. It's a hypothesis.
Should I start?
Yeah, go.
Experiencing temporary blackouts or short-term memory loss.
Being isolated and distant from friends and family members, and reducing social and work activities and hobbies to use alcohol.
I thought our papers are the same. I think. Signs of irritability or extreme mood swings.
Drinking alone or in secrecy.
Making excuses for drinking, such as to relax, deal with stress, or feel normal. Feel normal.
You see, I told you about that normal thing. Feeling hungover when not drinking, aka withdrawal symptoms such as nausea, sweating, and shaking.
Choosing drinking over other responsibilities or obligations.
using alcohol in unsafe situations, i.e. driving, at work, if you work with heavy machinery, at work in general, if you're commuting. Yeah. Is that your last one?
Yeah,
I've got one more. Being unable to limit the amount of alcohol you drink. So you notice one of these in your friends as a kind of closer to this conversation. What do you do?
I think firstly I would have to notice more than one. For me to pick up that this is actually a problem, right?
So on the alcohol rehab guide, it talks about how there's kind of like low, mild, and severe cases of alcohol use disorder or alcoholism, and it goes up the spectrum with the more symptoms you have. So someone can have two symptoms, therefore they're low, but someone can have all of the symptoms, and which means they're on the severe end of the spectrum.
If I see multiple of these in a friend or whatever, especially things that jeopardize your safety, because that's a big thing. Yeah. Like if you, when you're drunk, you're reckless, you make snack decisions, blah, 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 blah. And their moods, and I can see now that when they're sober, they're different. If I pick that up in my head, dog, that's a conversation we're having. Like, bro, are you okay? Yeah. Why do you drink the way you drink? Like, this is no longer recreational now. It's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what can you do?
Also, because you can't check them into rehab. That's an again. Because
the most you can do is have a conversation with your friend the first time, right?
Yeah.
To kind of make them aware. Hey, dog, this thing is no longer.
There's symptoms and signs. Yeah.
Glorious. You know. If that doesn't work and the situation still continues, I always believe in a second conversation. Having the same conversation twice. Like, dog, you're getting worse. Like, you're not getting better, you're getting worse. That time around, I'm calling your parent or your superior, like, not your superior,
your guardian.
Your guardian, someone. I don't care your age. You're 35, you have an alcohol problem, your mom is still around. I'm calling your mom. And I'm like, yo, this thing is getting serious. It's becoming scary. It's becoming dangerous. Because remember, these things get worse. Yeah. They're like, progressively. So the first time we have the conversation, it might be like chill vibe. I bet. Second time, I saw you do something hectic, dog. Hi, my bro. You can't go around doing those things. I see. Third time, you jeopardize something major. Yeah. That's why I'm calling someone else who's above me. Yeah. Because clearly, I tried having the conversation. Yeah. It's not working. There's nothing I can do. Yeah. I would rather bring someone else who you feel like cares about you. Yeah. And whatever. It doesn't have to directly be your parent or someone related to you. Yeah. Like your mentor or something. Like, yo, this thing is really scary. Yeah.
Intervention type vibe.
Yeah, like let's have a group intervention where they all talk about you. Now you feel bad. Yes. Maybe you'll get help.
But again, I'm being attacked. I can't believe you guys came all together just to discuss me.
We're not discussing you. We're trying to help. Yeah. So that's the most you can do. Yeah. Because remember, everyone who's consuming these things are adults. Yeah. If you're a kid, if you're a minor, sure, I'm dragging your ass to rehab without even thinking, I don't need your consent. You're going. Type of vibe, you get what I mean? Yeah. But these are adults who have the right to make their own choice. Yeah. Like imagine, let's say hypothetically, it's an elderly in your family. What do? You can't tell them to stop drinking. Yeah. Like you can't tell them no. You can't do that. You have to bring someone who's above them. Yeah. No, you know, type of vibes. Because other than that, these are adults, dog, with choices and rights. You can't hold someone against their will. Unless they stole something from you, then then cool. But other than that, these are adults. And then these are legal substances. You're not talking about if it was illegal, it's simple. Call the police, I shoot them, tell it to be little cocaine. It's simple chats. You get what I mean? Like you take them out, give out. These are legal. You can't call the police on you because you're drunk. Yeah, me sharp. But I'm back holding himself out and never against. I'm back. I'm a problem in your face again.
I've actually just never thought about it. Like, I've never thought about the idea of having an intervention for someone older.
Really?
But also, I think because we're youth, we're more informed. Like, we have so much access to information. So we are more informed via podcasts, internet, whatever, on certain sites. So when we pick them up, I've never thought about, hey,
I really can't believe you've never thought about it.
No, I never.
Like family functions. I'm like,
When
next meeting. Next week. Yo, guys, bako hi gadala. Yo.
Love it.
No, but genuinely, if someone older than you, now this is the reality. You're a kid, your mom is an alcoholic. How do you then call your mom into line?
Ish, dog. Nah, that's why.
And you know what's the problem with our type of people? We are in denial about these things. Like you can see what alcohol
every day when I get 2 beers.
But excessively, but yet they still know.
Like
you can see where your alcoholism has taken.
But what we've normalized, I think, also, or we've kind of put it's functional alcoholism, isn't it?
Not functional.
It's not functional, but as long as, man, at least you know,
and you enable the help.
Exactly.
The money.
Exactly. Because moto unwa so sela, unwa like, let's say 6, whatever, at a family function. The legal limit is not that, right? The legal limit is actually 0, but there's a buffer. Not right. It's 0.18 or whatever on a breathalyzer. Allegedly, I'm not sure. Please double check. But that's like 2 drinks, 3 drinks. After that, no.
2 drinks,
right?
Yeah.
Moto onwele 6. I la tading gutu tepe di connects do but traveling. Come, let me drive you. But he can drive like that. It's fine.
I think I wanted us to talk about that thing of normalizing that a man must be able to drive drunk.
No,
if we're drinking together at a club, you're taking me home, giving me my man.
How
you must drive me home, Shem.
My thing is like no. So that's what I'm saying. Like we've kind of glorified or made it look
unhealthy habits.
Always like, especially functional alcoholism. This person actively, physiologically has slow reflexes. There is no reason why he should be battering the deck brake. Moratsela, who fit up bully? There's a little dog there that he saw. I know you didn't see.
I bet you.
You're kissing the dashboard. Your face is hot. Because it's
intoxicating. But my biggest check is the question was, what did I do? From if they're my age mate, I'm calling you out twice. Third time I'm calling you superior.
Yeah.
I'll say superior and I'm using that word very loosely.
Yeah.
Superior. You're an adult.
Yeah.
With a habit.
Yeah.
I'm younger than you. I'm calling you superior.
You're starting there.
I'm not even going to digressing through trying to talk to you, no. Firstly, I respect you enough.
Yeah.
To not have that conversation.
Yeah. Because if your nieces and nephews are talking about your drinking habit.
Exactly. Meaning it's a problem.
Oh, your, what's this? Not just niece, your children themselves. When kids start noticing it.
But you get what I mean.
I clap.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't have that conversation with you because of the level of respect I have for you. I can't discipline you as an adult. I would rather have a conversation with your superior. That superior, it's up to them
whether they conversating with you or not.
Remember, it's not anything you can do. Like, there's one thing you can do. Do it once, it doesn't work. Don't keep pushing a wall and hoping it will move one day. Sometimes you must just accept defeat. Oh no, I tried. Shame, sorry. Then the person passes away because of alcohol. Like, don't carry that thing.
Yeah, because you carry the I tried.
Yeah. Oh, shame, it didn't work out.
Damn. Nah. What would I do? I would say conversate, right, as well. Like, have a conversation about it, provided you feel safe in a way. But now, guys, you pillai one. Like monitoring
Your habit is now this. Like,
now me, I can't enjoy. Nah, set boundaries. If you have this problem and I've spoken to you once, once there's a boundary set. If I have to talk again, I'm setting another boundary.
okay, you
Does that make sense?
like you're tracking back.
Yeah, if I have to talk to you once, like, hey, you have this problem, it makes me uncomfortable in X, Y, and Z. Not only just for yourself and your danger to yourself, but for me as well. These are the boundaries, like these are the things you forget. Then no, I'll set that boundary. I'm not around if you're, or I'm not communicating with you if you're
drunk.
whatever. Not
If you're drunk, you're high or
whatever, I'm not communicating with you. If you keep trying to push that and be, I was some police while you're that state, I am not attending if you're attending.
Whoa.
Sorry. And I know it puts the person hosting in a ultimatum state, but then they've got to think there's no way, it's only making me uncomfortable. What about the other people there? What about
other people who can't speak up?
Exactly.
Not
Or
to
who
speak
can't
up.
set boundaries and stand on them. So if that person is there and there's alcohol involved or their drug of choice involved, me, sorry.
Does this apply for both minors and like adults?
Minors, West.
Not minors. Let me not say not minors. What do you mean?
Not minors, minors, younger
like
people,
legal
drinkers that are younger.
young adults. Let me say young adults.
Yes. You know why, right? If I'm older than you and you exhibit certain behaviors when you're intoxicated, you're either number one, going to disrespect me or put me in a compromised position where if I push you or react to you, it's not a judgment of your character.
It's a judgment
It's a
of
judgment
yours.
of my character because I'm older than you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no, the boundaries stay the same.
Even for adults.
Yes. I don't care if she's my only granny. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me explain. I do care, right? And I care
Just
about
not enough
you.
about that situation.
But also, I'm here to live my life.
I'm not sure.
I'm not here to live your life for your comfort. I'm here to live my life and fulfill my purpose. And as much as there's community involved in all of that, and it's great, if you're disruptive to not only my purpose, God's plan for my life. Sorry, I can't wag a bit.
Oh, but also like with destructive. Shit.
But it's not only Jenny phone or whatever. Malume had I'm calling school. What does that do to your self-esteem?
That's what I'm saying. The destructive part of it is like if you're consuming alcohol and you're destructive, or your drug of choice, then it's chai.
It's not just little and no chanjadi koilitari kettle. It's because you're telling people other like
hurtful
super things. You're telling your mom she's useless. Like it's deep self. Exactly. Yeah. So company you over there.
Nah, I get that.
Until you solve your problem. Anyway. That's that on this episode. That was nice. That was funny. It was chill. It was fun. There was a couple of jabs, but it was fun. But anyway. We will see you again next week. Make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you click that like button and ding dong that notification bell so you can hear when 922 is calling, bro. Anyway.